Okay. A little bit of a different setup than I usually use. Let me make sure it's all there. Good. All right. A little bit early, so I'm going to wait and let some more folks join in. Okay, let's see here. Looks good. Let me see, there we go. Get the chat up there. Good, good, good. Again, guys, I'm just starting a little early, making sure that everything is working. All right, good, perfect. Thank you. Thank you so much. Like I said, this is a little bit of a different setup than I usually use. But I'm going to wait until 10. I just wanted to make sure this all looked good, that the audio was coming through and all that, and then we'll get started right at 10. But I hope all of you out there are enjoying Gothic release day. I hope your boxes have been great. I hope you got boxes. Heaven knows that a lot of folks are not in the position where they actually ended up with their boxes, unfortunately. So I don't understand. Well, I understand why it happened, but that's for another video, right? So I'll get into that and talk about that in a video later on down the road. Today, we are just going to enjoy the box opening and opening up these first boxes of Gothic. I do want to say, so the only reason I have boxes is because of Team Covenant. So if it was not for Team Covenant, I would not have boxes today. I know a lot of people had different experiences with Team Gothic. They didn't get their boxes on time. They're upset about that. You know, but the only reason this is happening is because of Team Covenant. So because of the 6 sources I ordered from, yes, 6 different sources, Team Covenant was the only one that delivered on time. So, you know, it's pretty much affected everybody. I am going to rip these open. I haven't looked at these yet. These are the skeletons. All right. Maybe. Come on. There we go. I was doing it wrong. Let's see what these bad boys look like. There we go. Okay. Hey, good to hear, Epic. You know, look, you know, for all the trouble that, I mean, I know a lot of us are upset that, you know, stuff didn't get delivered on time and all that. But it just shows, you know, small game, you got to order from multiple sources, which is tough. If you only order 1 or 2 boxes, like, what are you going to do? So, boy, that looks as good as I expected. Yeah. Oh, yeah. Yeah, that looks nice. I still, I don't know. I think people, I know, you know, people are like, I don't want to pay MSRP. I can get it for whatever elsewhere. But man, you know, the thing is, I love Vasily. So, yeah. But it's 10 o'clock. So 10 o'clock means it's time. So I have not opened any Gothic. That's right. I had a whole case sitting at home with me for what? Gosh, it got here around 11. So got here around 11 o'clock this morning, and I have had these sitting here waiting patiently for this live stream before I started opening. Oh, come on. All right. There's that. Box is nice. We've all talked about that. Talked about the little evil sticker. It says evil. Funny, funny. As nice as the box is, I think anyone that is in a position that's going to be opening a lot of these is going to be a little annoyed. Because, man, oh man, these, I mean, they're nice, right? They're nice. But like even for a store, you know, this doesn't fold over so they can kind of have the flap up and you can get in. You know, I don't know. I mean, it's a nice box. It really is. But I don't know. Should we go to this level? I don't know. Box topper. I think everyone knows what's in this. This is just a bunch of the, obviously the tokens, and then the cards are the things that can be summoned by those sites. So ghouls, hellhounds, all those things. I'm not going to crack that thing. Yeah, I do think the box may have. I mean, as cool as it is, like I love that they want to make it a premium product, but on the other hand, it's kind of like, well, I don't know. It's a lot. Oh, I forgot a pack. Don't forget those packs. Okay, let's get in here. Talk about some of these cards. I don't know. I don't even know where to start. We're just going to start here. We're just going to go. Okay. Pack 1 of Gothic. Here we go. All right. Avenging Angel. Hauntless Head. I love that they made this card. That Headless Haunt has a head that's wandering around. I think it's hilarious. I love that they made that. So, those who linger, I think this card, the Deathrite mechanic's very interesting. I think this will have some good value in limited, you know, just being able to get multiple things from it. Into the Abyss. 4 and 2 threshold to submerge a target minion or pull it into a void it's adjacent to. I think 4 is too much, right? There's other things that you can do that will give you a similar effect. I mean, it's nice that it's like, oh, well, you can pull it into the void too. So if you're dealing with a submerged minion, I don't know. I don't see this one doing all that well. All right, Sewer Rats, Foul Bones. I do love this card. This card, especially in limited, I think Slimy Mutants is going to be where it's at. Transform an ally with Submerge. I talked about this in a previous video. Really like this card. Wild Fanatic. That one seems pretty solid for limited as well. We did find out there's a curio of this guy, so be careful. It's an ordinary, so you're going to need to be watching your boxes very carefully because there's an alternate art for that. I love this piece of art. Quentin Hoover, amazing. It is too bad he is no longer here to make more art for this game and that they have to license everything. I wish that was not the case. All right, pack 2. Okay, we need to talk about this card. The first time I saw this card, I thought 4 mana is too much for this effect. But the more artifacts I've seen, the more situations I think of, I think this card's going to be seeing play. Being able to just be like, oh, your opponent played the ring their last turn, and then in your next turn you're like, oh, now it's going to eat your face. Because it's not going to have summoning sickness, right? The ring was already out. It's already lost its summoning sickness, so the Mimic's going to become it and then eat their face. So, don't know any other ordinary curios at the moment. No, sir, do not. Rob Zombie, oh, Robo Zombie Jesus. I thought that said Rob Zombie Jesus. I was like, wait, what? I guess Robo Zombie Jesus. So I definitely think this card is going to see some serious play. I do plan to play it in my water decks. Not like 3 copies, probably 2. But obviously water tends to have a lot of problems dealing with artifacts. They don't have a lot of options. They don't have that dispel. They don't have disenchant. So this is a nice little option, even though it only does target carryable artifacts, right? So, but still, I really like this card. I think it's going to go places. In limited play, I think this may be okay. I'm a little torn on this one. I don't know. There's something I'm thinking about, and I'm wondering if this will, yeah. I'll talk about that later. Zombie Bruiser. So, yeah, constant recursion. If you are if you're playing limited, you get the Necromancer, and you get, 1 or 2 of these guys in your limited pool, your sealed pool. That's just going to be fantastic. Seraphim. Now, I will say, although the art for this card is beautiful, it threw me off. I didn't expect, the snake with the wings. So let's see what we got here. 6 mana, 3 water threshold, 4 power, airborne ward. At the end of your turn, you may transfer a nearby ward onto a nearby minion or site. Nah, I don't know. Okay, bless, ward a nearby minion or site. Okay, second wind. Yeah, flame strike. I like the art on this one. I think it's great. Let's see, deal damage. Yeah, I mean, that seems... Oh, here we go. Now these... So there's this card in Landmass. I am kind of excited about these. Just the idea of being able to ramp up. I know it's 3 mana. I know this will probably feel bad drawing later in the game, but I'm excited about this card and that Landmass card. All right, townsfolk, ghouls. I do want to say one thing about these cards. So there was a clarification made today. In the limited environment, you do not have to have these in your pool in order to get access to them. So if you get one of the sites that lets you summon a ghoul from your collection, you do not have to have drafted a ghoul. You do not have to have got a ghoul in your limited pool. You will literally have access to this just like a token. And that applies to any of the cards that access a specific named card from the collection. So that's in the codex. So be aware of that as you're attending events. Point them to the codex entry. The collection codex entry does indicate that these are basically like tokens, and you just need the site to get to them. Buried Alive, it's a berry for 3 that now I can cast. I wanted to love this card. I wanted to love it. We all know why. But unfortunately, it only hits an enemy minion. And it's not even a cantrip. So it doesn't even draw a card. The problem with Led Astray, a card that I absolutely love, is that it's not a cantrip, but it can hit the avatar. So unfortunately, I had high hopes for that one when I first saw it, and I was like, oh, it says minion. The larvae, ooh, this guy. So this guy, at first I was like, I didn't know. But because he can, again, he does target minions, which makes me unhappy because I want it to say, make it step closer. I want it to be units and not just minion. But I kind of like this one because he's a bigger body. He kind of gives you the effect once, right? So it's like Lure. You're paying 3 for it, but you get a 3-point body. Plus, he also taps down an adjacent enemy. So, yeah, I like him. Bound Spirit. Yeah, I don't like this guy. I mean, he's 4 power, but the whole disabled unless an adjacent to an allied spellcaster, I don't see that going anywhere. I'm going kind of slow. I am sorry, guys. But I wanted to talk about the cards, right? So not just, oh, I'm going to open these boxes. You know, that's what everyone's doing. They're just opening boxes. I want to talk about some of the cards and some of the things that I think are going to be usable and that type of thing. So, Mudslide. Again, I wanted this card to be useful. I just don't know if it's going to be. So, it's just kind of like, I've got a whole video about this card. So if you want to know about that, I think this card is going to see some play with all the tokens running around like that. I like this guy too. I think it's very cool. May cast an ordinary magic from a cemetery, banishing it afterward. You know, in Death Speaker, I think this guy could see some use. I know he's only a 2/1 or 2 for 1, or yeah, 2 mana for a 1 power guy, but I think it's neat that he can kind of access your cemetery and get a spell out of there. Oh, this is that. Yeah, this one's interesting. I kept seeing this. Yeah, so adjacent artifacts are automatons with 2 power and their own bearer abilities. The only thing I can see using this for is as a way to get rid of your opponent's artifacts by killing them with strikes. So no threshold. I don't imagine it's going to see much play. Oh, we got our first foil. We got our first foil. Sea Witch, 2/2, Spellcaster Submerge. Yeah, I think the ones that have Airborne are just going to be better than this. Granary Rats. Hey, hey, how you doing? Good to see you. You're not going to make Sorcery Con, you said, right? Ocho, I think you said you're not in for Sorcery Con. Make me sad. Hey, look at that! We got an elite foil. Is that? I thought this was called Spellstorm. Is that the right name for that card? Did maybe it is. I don't. It feels like the wrong name for that card. Yeah, that's what I thought. All right, so let me take it out of the sleeve. I sleeve my foils right away. Yeah, beautiful card. Banish all nearby spirits and auras. Draw a spell for each. Feels good. A way to get rid of auras. Look at that on the back. Yeah. Yeah, I think that one could see some use. Could definitely see some use. Oh, where are we at? Here we go. Those sites I was talking about, how unlimited play. Oh no, wait, this one's the skeleton one. Nope, that doesn't count. Sorry. Smite. This card's going to be so good and limited. There's going to be so much evil running around. Just have something that kills it for 4. Moss Troll. I feel like there's got to be a curio for this, right? Because this is like one of the only trolls in the set. I think it is the only troll in the set. So, I don't know. Screamer. Yep, we'd seen Screamer. Gift of the Raven. Beautiful piece of art. This art actually, just today, if you were a member of Aranja Art, which her name is Rafaela, if you were a member of her Patreon, she put all of her paintings up today for sale. This one sold immediately. All right. Choose an allied minion the next time they strike a unit this turn. The damage heals you. And draw a spell. Okay, that's not terrible. It's not great. That's not terrible. Oh no, Monday? That's awful. Yeah. So I've got another case that's showing up tomorrow. I have a case showing up tomorrow, and I have a case showing up Monday. Now, just so you know, guys, I don't open all these cases. I supply my local events, and I also, keep some back for in the future. Whenever Gothic's long out of print and I want to be able to play, maybe do a draft, I have some product for that in the future. Yep, Guardian Angel. Disabled until a mortal or beast dies nearby. Huh. Okay. That's interesting. Some of the funniest art in the set, I feel like. Peculiar port. You may cast horrible hybrids from your collection to this site. So here we go. So this is one of the ones, right? If you got this in a limited pool or you drafted this, you do not have to have horrible hybrids. If you didn't draft a horrible hybrids, if you didn't get a horrible hybrids in your limited pool, you can still get one because they're basically tokens in the limited environment. So that's a good example of that. Hey, first unique. Altar of Malachi, once per game. If you would die, you may sacrifice a minion atop this altar instead. So no threshold, kind of a big drawback, but some people are really high on this one. This one may see some play. Penitent Knight, Gift of the Wolf, Foul Bones, Wild Fanatic, Shoggoth. Oh, I want someone on a video I talked about this card. I was calling it a Shoggoth, and everyone said, "Sounds like you're saying Shagoff," and I was like, "Well, Shagoff could be fun, I guess." But the reason I said Shoggoth is because in Games Workshop's Fantasy World, that is an A instead of an O. And I played Chaos, and that's what it was in. So to me, that is a Shoggoth instead of a Shogoth. Hey! That's awesome. Oh, hi, Ginger. Okay, what are we seeing here? Consecrate, talked a lot about this already. Ghost Town, yeah, probably not. Okay, is this? So that's interesting. So in the token pack, you get the one that's reversible, but in the regular packs, you only get this one. Huh. All right. Dormant Monstrosity. This one was previewed, talked about it a lot. I like it. I think it could see some use. Willing Tribute, talked about that one quite a bit because it was one of the earlier previews. Landmass, there's the other one. Draw a site, you may play a land site. Yeah, I'm wondering if that will do it. I like this Pith Imp. I think, even though he's 2 for 1, this Genesis ability to steal a random spell from your opponent's hand in a limited environment, I could see that. Yeah, that's the one that's a curio that you got to watch for. Vampire Bats. Oh yes, this beautiful desert. I love that. Not that we needed any more deserts, you know. All right. Okay, what do we got here? Oh, I like this card, Scatter. I like to move stuff. So push everything at target location one step away, one at a time. I think I've got some use for that. So very excited for that card. Hand to Glory, there's a whole cycle of these that makes a bearer be able to cast spells. Rowdy Boys, I think these are fun. 3 for 3. Untap after striking undead. So, it could be a blocker later on. The Regurgitator. I talked about this one in a prior video. If he came in loaded, I think I'd be happier. But because you've got to wait a whole turn to load him, well, you basically have to give your opponent a turn. And so that's my one thing, like he can't shoot right away. Yeah, the Rowdy Boys are fantastic. Some of the Braum art. David, aka Rutosaurus, aka Archives of the Realm. He's going to love this card. He loves that silence deck of his. He wants to silence this text box and get a 1 for 3. I know he's going to be so excited for that card. Zombie Horde, 5 for 5. That's going to be solid for limited, even though it can't move to defend. Muddy Pigs are fun. Detonate. We got to talk about this card. This card is dumb. 1 mana. 1 mana, and you can destroy a minion or artifact you own, and it explodes, dealing 3 damage to each unit at its location. Are you serious? Oh, for 1 mana, everything's just a Sacred Scarabs now. Stupid. Absolutely silly. I can't get over this card. And the fact that it's an ordinary, I'm just like, come on. Freeze. Quentin Hoover again. Look at that. Search Party, Novice Necromancer, Flaming Skull, like I said, Airborne, Firecaster, got the whole series of those things. Yeah, it does say owner control, but that's the thing, right? You just run one of your skeleton tokens up there, or you've infiltrated it, or you've, there's so many things you could do with Explode that just makes it absolutely silly. Absolutely silly. Oh my goodness. Okay. I won't lie. I was sorely tempted by this piece of art. But yeah. I like this card. Whenever another minion is summoned nearby, you tap it. So great against charge. Great against charge. Really like that. No. So, well, does it say own? You own. Yeah, so you could still blow it up if they infiltrated it because you still own cards. Yeah, the Winter Nymph, I mean, that's just amazing. I am so sad that this particular piece of art got put on this card because I want this art to do something. Something more impressive than what it does. Target nearby evil gains or loses 1 power this turn. And it's fire threshold. Yeah, I wanted to do more. Bullwhip, very interesting on this one in a limited environment, right? There's going to be a lot of tokens running around. Everyone's going to be playing Necromancer. Necromancer is exceptional in these packs. So people are going to be drafting those for pre-con avatars. You're going to see a lot less spell slingers and a lot more of those. This is a good way to deal with those Necromancers in a limited environment. There's our next unique. This woman is not happy. So 2 for a 2, the sister here. Ward, other nearby minions are silenced. So basically Sisters of Silence. This is just another tool for those silence decks, people that like that. She's going to see play in that type of a deck. More art by Quentin Hoover. I like this card. I think a lot of people don't, but I like the way it gains stealth every turn if it can. I had a whole rant on this card. This card is so good. All right, Martyrs of Tomorrow. There we go. Oh, look at that beautiful piece of art. Look at that. God, Kaio is just the man. And I mean, he did a whole cycle of these for this set, and every one of them is just beautiful. Holy Warrior. Yeah, you're having trouble moving sorcery cards? That's odd. I mean, everyone I know that's selling right now says they're moving stuff left and right. Like they just can't keep anything in stock. Has power. Oh, now here, again, another good minion for a silence-based deck in Constructed to just get rid of that, and he's a 1/3. But Fire didn't need this. I mean, come on. What? Give it to something else. All right, what else we got here? Oh yeah, Failed Mutation. Solid card. Constructed, limited. Can't be targeted or damaged by magic, 4 for 4. Yeah, this is just amazing. Little torn on this one. Your evil spellcaster and spirit allies gain airborne and +1 power. If you've really got a lot, I suppose that could be useful. But I doubt I'll see constructed, but maybe in limited, I don't know. Order of the Pale Worm. Yeah. And units, yeah, so nearby sites and units lose ward. That's definitely, and it's a 3 for 3. Gosh, I didn't realize it was a 3. I thought it was a 3 mana for a 2, but it's a 3. Oh, that is, yeah. Hey, there's our next unique. Look at that. Archangel Michael. There he is. 5 and 4 Earth. I mean, he's terrifying. But, you know, Earth just hasn't got a lot of love, and everything we're seeing in Fire in this set is like, ugh. Oh, this thing is stupid. In Limited, this is dumb. You need to be prepared to destroy that. There's the other one of the other blooms. Absolutely gorgeous. Slimy mutants, love them. Hey! There's a foil that just kind of ran up on us. Hot Wheel! You know, I didn't really know what I thought about this card, but yeah, I mean, it's like, oh, you now have whirling blades, sort of, with a small minion. So, yeah. What's it look like on the back there? There we go. Look at that. There we go. Yeah, fire is just, I mean, come on. Just, please. Nice little mini ball lightning for those of you that were into Magic. That's basically what this guy is. Ghoul, carrion beetles, murder of crows. I feel like there should be a curio of this because there was a curio called Murder of Crows in Alpha. But, you know, we haven't seen it yet. Lesser Blood Demon, Genesis, lose 2 life, 2 for a 3. Yeah, seems pretty good, pretty useful in all those aggro decks. Oh yeah, Mono Water Pathfinder. Yeah, no, I think that'll be fantastic. Hey, look, we finally hit our first. So I said, this is what I said. I said dual threshold sites. A lot of people were saying, oh, they're going to reprint the duels with different thresholds. I said, no, it's going to be double threshold. And there it is. There it is. Hey, a foil Saint Wield. I don't know how to say that one, but yeah, that's awesome. Any foil unique, based on what we're seeing so far, is good. Like, they seem to have really amped up foil uniques, although there does seem to be some clumping. So, Corruptor Freak, 3 for a 3 at the end of your turn, deal 2 damage to this site. I mean, once you get him onto your opponent's site, you're good to go. This card. This card is, yeah. I've talked about it already. So, you know, you can target your opponent and use this to kill them at death's door. You can obviously use it for you to get something. Yeah. You know, Fire didn't need that. Ooh, Symmetric Suffering. I don't know. I don't think this one's going to be worth it. I mean, 3 mana and then you have to sacrifice stuff and your opponent has to. I guess if you've got like a token minion out and some dumb artifact like a core you're not using and they've got some abusive stuff out, maybe this will be worthwhile, but I think there are better choices that people will include in their decks. I could be wrong though, of course, but nope, I don't think that was because, you know, we needed another desert. Now this one only breaks all nearby wards, so it's pretty specific, but Hellhounds. Here we go. This was what I was talking about in the limited environment again. You may cast a townsfolk from your collection to this site. Because of the way they've decided with limited, you just literally get this card. So, or you literally get the townsfolk. You don't have to have them in your pool, whether you draft or limited. They're like tokens. You just get them. So I really think getting these sites in a limited environment is going to be very important, because now that you know you don't have to get the matching card, that you can just always get to play them, these are going to be very important in limited to get you extra stuff to get on the board. Virgin in Prayer, Noxious Corpse, yeah, Baptize, Silent Hills. Interesting card, but man, there's so many. Trial by Water. Here we go. I like these. It's not as good as the Fire one, because the Fire one's just straight damage. But, you know, ally submerges target minion it's nearby. If you've got something, what are they? The Tide Naiads. Tide Naiads flood the site they're at. So with this, Tide Naiads can just walk around and submerge. Actually, that may be better than I thought now that I think about that. Zap, 1 for 1. Entombed, 2 for 3. That's good for limited, I think. You probably won't see it anywhere else. All right, moving through. Man, I am moving so slow. I'm sorry, guys. I wanted to run through fast through this. We all know what Haystack does. That's the alternate art. Raz, an ally destroys a site. It occupies and all artifacts there for 4. Well, that's fun. Let's blow up more sites. This has the best, one of the best text line. A silent but deadly exceptional monster. I mean, come on. Funny. 5 for 3 airborne. Deathright players lose 1 life for each nearby site they control. I don't know. Oh, there she is. I was so sorely disappointed reading the text of this card. Once on your turn, may have target adjacent enemy minion. I was like, why couldn't that say target enemy? Target enemy unit. But it doesn't. Now, she's still good. You know, they take a step closer when it arrives, takes 2 damage and you heal 2. She's still good. She's going to see play. Great card. Ice Shards. I don't know if anyone was watching Team Covenant's live stream today. Steven made a big deal about this. He's like, why is it 3? So just be aware with Ice Shards, even though it has this weird limitation that melts before the 3rd step, you get to shoot the projectiles in any direction. So like you can shoot 1 straight, 1 right, 1 left. So you've got some flexibility with this. Summon a frog token. Tokens are going to be important. It's going to happen. Bone Spear, obviously, very solid card. Going to see some play. In limited, definitely. Constructed might be less, but, you know, being able to chuck those. Oh, these guys. These guys are so good. 4 for 4. Can't be modified except by wards. So these guys can't be drowned. They can't be buried. They don't care about earthquake. They can't be polymorphed. They do not care. They cannot be modified. Very good card. Solid all around and limited. I think in constructed, these guys are going to see play because can't be modified is just such a powerful ability. Oh, that's ordinary. Oh my God. Another one of the Bloom Cycle from Kaio. Love it. Makeshift Barricade. Yeah, I kind of already talked about all those. That's okay. Moving on. All right, let's see what we got here. Okay, we hollow one again. Ooh. Ooh. Obviously, this one's been revealed. So I've got 2 Archangels in this box so far. Michael and Semiel. Well, that's cool. Flare, yeah, very good for limited. Just, yeah. Man, that's an ordinary too. But he was revealed previously. 10-ton slug, going to be great for limited. 7 for 7. Getting rid of a 7 is going to be tough. This is the last of the Bloom Cycle. I would love to buy all 4 of those. Like, if anyone's out there and could like just buy all 4 and have them on a wall, oh, it'd be so amazing. I mean, the cars themselves are not, you know, their Genesis ability is not great. It just basically makes them a quad sight for the turn. But undesirables, 6 for a 5, has this weird allies can't enter this site. So I don't know. It's interesting. But in limited, you know, big bodies matter. All right. Oh, dadgummit. I'm getting out of things because I'm stopping here. All right. The Lash. Deal 1 damage to target nearby minion and untap it. So I just don't know, because it's a one-time thing. I just don't think that one's going to really see anything. I want to like this card. I want to like Stinging Kelp. Deal 1 damage to each minion at target site in this body of water, but there's probably just better options. Last pack in the left column, because holy smokes, I am moving slow. Holy Water. I love the theme of this card. Jeff did an amazing job on the artwork. Sacrifice it, throw a projectile. If it hits an evil minion, banish it. Ward if not. two mana. I think that's solid. I think that's useful. Thumb screws. So for those that don't know, during the Codex update today, there was a major change. Carried artifacts by units that are in stealth cannot be targeted anymore. That is a major change from where we were at, which means if you give this to Sneak Thief, he can walk up and have thumb screws next to your opponent. So I think that's going to be a big deal. Just talked about Scatter. Man, there's another unique. Obviously, this was the art we saw a part of at Sorcery Con. I don't think this one's going to see much in terms of play. Very interesting box, though. Like, we've got 3 Angel cards. So, very interesting. It feels like we've gotten a lot of, yeah. You can cast minions with 2 or less power to any site this turn. I could see someone trying to make this work with like those grief larvae, but I don't know if it's worth it. All the gifts may end up... Oh yeah, I heard that something about, yeah, the gifts may be like curios maybe. Wasn't there like the frog had a bow or something, I think? Yeah, I mean, as long as it's the art, right? Like, that's the thing. It's got to be the art. So Gift of the Serpent. Yeah, give an allied minion lethal, draw a spell. I do like these because they replace themselves. I think cards that replace themselves are very important. Displace, kind of interesting. Vampire Bats, Drowned. Yep. All right, middle column. We're going to be able to speed up a little bit. We've got through most of these ordinaries, so we'll be talking more about Heretics of Seth, you know, steal a nearby ward. Pretty situational. Hey, there's our first avatar. So Persecutor, he's probably going to be the least played, I think, of the 4. I think Harbinger probably should be the least, but because he's so fun and wacky, I think people are going to go for him. I'm not sure about the Persecutor. I like him more than I did originally, but I'm still a little torn on him. But this art is probably, this art is wild. The Macho Man is coming for you. He is coming. This guy's just dumb. 3 for a 4, sacrifice a minion or he deals 4 damage to you. Okay, I'll sack that skeleton. Or I'll take the 4. Who cares? Release the Hound. So this is the big one that gets you, summon 2 Hellhounds from your collection to your avatars. So in a limited environment, again, don't have to have the Hellhounds in your limited pool. You can just get them. That is an elite. I was like, that's an elite, right? Oh, look, though, it did give us what we need. Give us one of them at least. Well, that was that pack. Yeah, that was, yep. Okay, all right, yep, good. Talked about all those. Move a little bit faster now. If anyone wants to kind of talk about, you know, whatever, you know, hit me. I can talk while I'm doing these cards. 3 for a 3 airborne. Yeah, that's just solid, especially for limited. Like, yeah, that's going to be solid. Ferryman's Coin. You know, you're going to pay 1. You can then banish it to game 1 or banish up to 3 cards from any cemetery. I like the flexibility, but I just don't think it's going to hang around. I actually really like this guy. Because he gets you a horrible hybrids from your collection. So here's the thing. In a limited environment, you pay 3, you get this guy for 2, he does his thing, then when he dies, you get a horrible hybrids too. So I'm just like, yeah. Favorite avatar right now? Oh, this card. Favorite avatar right now? I'm actually really looking forward to the Harbinger because he's so crazy. He's just absolutely wild, and I think he's going to be great for fun. But yeah, I mean, the Interrogator is definitely going to be one of the most played. So, I think this art kind of is, yes. But this dude here, although it could also be a reference to Baldur's Gate 3, the Emperor in Baldur's Gate 3 kind of has that kind of thing. So. Oh, an animator, yeah. I think this card, you may play this to replace any player's elite or unique site under their control. Is it worth it to tap your avatar to play a site to get rid of their smokestacks, to get rid of all these god-awful sights in this set. I think this guy may see some play. I really do. Zombie Horde, excellent for limited again. Yeah, we talked about all these. Yep, nothing. Oh, okay. Yeah, Lord of Destruction. Yeah, there's a lot of, whoop, bump the camera. There's a lot of, this is one of the other curios, so this is not the curio art, but this is one of the curios, 4 for a 3, that nearby allied demons have +1 power. Great. We all know what this card is. Demon Hunter, 2 for a 2 that kills a target adjacent demon. I don't know. Yeah, oh, Jack. Come on, bud. What are you doing to me? Oh, yes! Yes. I wanted these toads. I was so excited when I saw these toads. Drags in target adjacent unit. It has the magic word. Unit. Very excited. I really wanted this card. Yes. All right. Monks. Nope, nothing there. Okay, that's all good. Oh, I'm so excited. I got a toads. I want those toads so bad. I need a set of those. I got other ideas. What is this? Look at this. What is this? It's like the inner layer didn't like, it's got like an extra cocoon. Okay, toolbox. We've all talked about this. Beautiful piece of art on the Molten Mar. You may cast the Hellhounds from your collection to this site. Again, great for limited because you don't have to have the Hellhounds. Everyone loves this card's art. I'm just not a fan. I know it's a homage to magic and necropotence, but I don't know. Doesn't appeal to me like it does seem to be everyone else. Crucifix. Return each evil minion here to its owner hand. Evil minions can't enter this location. Kind of situational. So that's right. Nightmares in the Midwest. Yes, they are. I am so good. I'm really excited about the toads. I won't lie. The toads, I was like, oh, I get a mini Pudge in water? Yes! Well, I guess they're bigger power-wise, but they can't fire that hook until I get a meat hook. Oh, yeah. Maiden Mother Crone. Yep. I heard in playtesting that card was actually a bit more wild. Another cool card from Braum, or another piece of art from Braum. So Lethal to Evil, 3 for a 3. Very solid, good and limited. Another 3 for a 3. Ward. If a minion would be summoned nearby and it wasn't cast. Oh yeah, if it wasn't cast. This is great, right? All these tokens, you know, this is going to be useful, I think. All right. Oh yeah, the harpy magic, the meat hook. That's what I was talking about. That meat hooks. Yes, I'm really looking forward to meat hooks. Ward an allied minion until your next turn it takes damage for. I don't know. Hey, there we go. First silver bullet. Everyone knows that. I've made videos. We've talked about it. I feel like we've only had the 2 foils so far. You know, so there has been some variance with the boxes. I've had some people tell me they're getting 8 foils. Some people tell me they're getting 6. So it's kind of averaging out to 7. 5 for 4, airborne. Once on your turn, may fly to a wounded minion. Yeah, great for limited. Probably. Oh, here we go. We did get clarification on this card. So there was kind of a discussion. Is this damage one at a time or simultaneous? It is simultaneous. That does, hey, how you doing, Too Fluent? This is all simultaneous. So that does kind of change its effect and how it's going to function. I still love it. I think it's a good card. Double Threshold Sight. Very cool. Well, looky there. Who was just talking about Lord of Destruction? Yep, there he is. 6 for 6. Destroys sites it strikes and under minions there. This guy is crazy. And he's an elite. Like, what are we doing here? Yeah, and Diablo, I know. Come on. Nah. That card, I don't like it. Hey, there we go. Martyrs of Tomorrow. Not a big foil. Yeah, there we go. Put it over there. Oh. I will say, just as a, yeah, I'm afraid Earth got the short end of the stick too, and I hope they didn't. Hey, we got another foil. Frozen Horror. Did get clarification. Break Stealth. That is something you can choose to do. Some people were saying or thinking, I shouldn't say saying, but they were thinking that Break Stealth, like when it happened, you did it, it wasn't a voluntary action. It is a voluntary action. You can just break stealth and trigger this. So that's very cool. I like this card. 2 mana, surface everything at target water site and summon 2 skeleton tokens here. So you're basically paying 2 for the skeleton tokens. And then if you have a card like that has to be deployed submerged, this will bring it up for you. So I actually kind of like this card. Ah, beautiful piece. Mountain Peaks, double threshold. Oh! No, it doesn't trigger when stealth is broken normally. They basically have to voluntarily give it up. I think. I read as much of the codex entries and changes as I could, but obviously I have not put them all in my brain. Oh yeah, Brian Smith just nailed it. Hey, hey! Yeah, is that supposed to be Brian MP? Brayan, maybe. Hello. All right. Sold Out Cemetery. This was actually an art piece that also was done by 2 artists. So not just Tony, but also Elvira Polakowska. I can never say her name. She also did part of this. So I guess, and Tony was kind of upset that both names weren't credited onto the card. So whenever an undead enters this site, push another undead away 1 step. You know, if you can get this as your home site as Necromancer, you can like churn them out and get an extra step. So could see some use. Barrow White, Sea Rich. Oh, we got another foil. What is it? I don't know the cards. Hey, Slobber Maul. Slobber Maul. Anything hidden? Nothing hidden below. Boy, that's a nice piece of art. Seeing it like this. Actually, I really like that. Was this? Of course it was Vasily. Oh, yeah. Yep. Okay, very good. King Vasily. Print quality feels really good. Feels really good. Quality of the cards feel very good. Feels very much like Beta Wave 3. So I'm very happy with what I'm seeing here. So, oh yeah, the Mount Usur Sanctuary card is absolutely beautiful. Blade of Thorns. I didn't really talk about these. Because of all the site destruction, I kind of wonder if these guys might actually have a chance to actually, you know, 3 for a 3 with a ward. Nearby sites can't be destroyed. There's so much site destruction. These guys may have a future. Barging Burgeist. So yeah, 3 for a 3, movement +1, Void Walk. Why? No. The fire. No. 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 They just give fire everything. Why? Holy Nova. We saw this card. There was a preview on that. Blade of Thorns. Yeah, can't drop the weapon. Its controller goes with 2 life at the turn. Yeah, probably not. 2 exceptional foils back to back in the same pack. Yes, that's awesome. There are multiple foil packs. That is something that is normal but rare in Gothic. In addition, there are God packs. Packs that are 100% all foil. So, you know, it does happen. I don't think, it's not like there's 1 per box with the 2-fers. It just, some of them happens. Yeah, I know Brazil. I was afraid you guys were going to get nailed. We saw Blind Eagle. We saw Monster Morphosis. Cage. This is the one that, yeah. Oh, this is a unique? Really? Yeah. I don't know that I like this one. Lock all minions with 2 or less power in this cage tapped and disabled. But it's a Genesis effect. So after it's out, that's it. So that one I don't think has any future at all. So we think every gift might have a curio, huh? That'll be interesting to try to figure out. Leb works. Yeah, sights to buy are silenced. Yeah. We're going to have to look at the gifts now because the gifts may be our curios. Great. There we go. We got a savior. So again, in limited, and especially in draft and stuff, you're going to see more avatars. There's going to be less Spellslinger. Hey! This card's funny. Zeppelin of Zealots. I mean, it's 5 for a 4, and it's got a ward. So, airborne while it's warded. Be useful and limited. I don't know about anything else. This is the base. They did clarify, if you get the top and place it on, the sights are combined. You do not lose this earth threshold. So it becomes basically a windmill when you put the top of the tower on it. I think this piece of art is beautiful. You know, minions, it's an aura. Minions here have tap gain 1, so you can turn your skeletons into a mana farm. But this piece of art really is nice. Really nice. Yeah, I don't know about the cage. Like, because it's... Oh, we got another foil coming up. Oh my God! Oh! Oh! Camera focus. Oh! Oh, come on, Josh. Get your fingers on the... You're losing your... Oh. Yeah! All right, guys, we're done. I'm done. No, I'm kidding. I'm kidding. I'm kidding. Oh, okay. All right, reset, Josh. Bone Jumble. Yeah, so he has charge. I don't know. Maybe he'll. I don't. Let's see. You know, I think we need more cards that really works. Yeah, you're right. That's the whole case. I should just stop. Like, the rest of these boxes, don't open them. Part of yeah, so Bootstrapper. So a curio. There are cards that Eric's Curiosa does not talk about at all. And they are extremely rare. Roughly 1 in every 50 to 100 boxes. They typically have alternate art, or they're a sketch version of the card, or they have rules that are not even in the game, that are like experimental, that never made it. So very cool. Oh my God, I'm killing the other stone. So very, very, very cool cards, but in a lot of cases they're not playable unless they're an alternate art. But they're also highly, highly valuable. Hundreds of dollars. So, Lord of Lies. Once on your turn, you may have two target units at a nearby location fight. With all the tokens, this may actually see some use. So, yeah. Oh yeah, the wine label one. Yeah, no, that one's fantastic. I love it. Yeah. And that site's actually pretty good. So, all right. I'm trying to reset, guys. I'm sorry. I'm a little shaken for obvious reasons. Is what a good card, Bootstrapper? Give me which card? The one that I just put in, the core? Yeah, that's a lot of people think that's going to be thinking that's going to be the card in the set. I don't I don't know if that's going to be the case. A lot of people think of a card and then, you know, it's not. So, hey, thank you. Thank you so much. Oh, all right. Feel the fix this. I think I made a whole video on this card, guys. I really think this card's going to see some serious play. Very good. To be able to just silence a sight. I love this card. I love Clamor of Harpies. It doesn't get enough love because it's not strong enough. If it was power 4, I think it would see a lot more play. But just the fact that now it's just this is a magic that does what it does. I really like this card. I also think this was a really nice. Yeah, Key to the City. You know, Key to the City is a great card too. But here's the thing. The thing with Key to the City is I'm going to mimic that. I'm going to mimic Key to the City. I'm going to swap Key to the City. So, but I mean, and you know, you can't do that with this because you're going to have to be in the void for it to be useful. I don't think you can mimic it. I'll have to check mimic. But I know you can't swap it because you can't target it. Yeah, that's so weird. Okay, Lord of Fear. Enemies can't defend alone. 6/6. There's a whole cycle of these guys. Okay. Last column. Yes, there is a land that's a void. Yes, but it's still a void. So there's a real question about an avatar being able to enter there. Because you know, nothing can exist in the void without void walk, and any avatar in the void has a mandatory action. So I'm wondering about that. I love this piece of art. Obviously, this is a reference to the Black Lotus, right? 3 mana, gives you +3 power, gains you 3 life, 3/3/3. There we go. Fatality, kill target wounded minion. With all the 1 little pings in this set, I really like that card. And of course, you know, it's freaking air and fire. Gosh. The largest amount of frog-themed cards I can make a deck around, you need to talk to Frogman Dan. There's a gentleman, he's in the regular Discords. He loves his frogs. He builds decks around frogs. He has tried everything in his power to make that deck highly functional. So you want to talk to Frogman Dan. You know, DM him and you just tell him that Josh, Lord of Itza, sent you just because you wanted some advice on a frog deck. And I'm sure he will be happy to oblige. There are a lot more frogs now. We finally got more frogs in this set, so that really, really, really helped out. Frogs before were a little rough, but we got a lot of frogs in this set, so I think it's going to make those decks much more fun. Kiss of Death, you know, kill target minion here, and a spirit or undead can cast it. That's an amazing card. Oh! Yes! I love this piece of art. Genesis, search your top 5 spells for a minion to discard, bottom the rest. So again, you know, is getting something into your discard pile going to be good? It could be. There are you know, there's plenty of cards, but that piece of art, I absolutely love it. All right, what do we got here? Overflow. I'm trying not to, you know, it's so tough when we don't know. When we don't know the curios. You know, I'm used to doing it with other boxes, but we just don't know, so. Good, that's what you should do, Bootstrapper. Yeah, because this game, the once a year release schedule, you're not gonna spend nearly as much money. And our community, I think, is just, it's the best TCG community I've ever been a part of. And I've been a part of a lot of communities, especially back in the 90s. That was when I played TCGs a lot. All right, we got a 2 for 2 Genesis. If an ally died last turn, may teleport to the killer and strike it. Interesting card, I don't know. That 2 for 2, eh. Oh, yeah, we already talked about him. Solid, amazing, constructed, limited either way. Carrionet, a lot of people very excited for this one. Summon an undead minion from a cemetery to a nearby location. So this would be a card you would use with those cards that drop cards into the cemetery. So you're trying to get a big bad into your cemetery early, and then you're going to Carrionet it up. I didn't realize this was an elite. Huh, okay. Has airborne and +1 power while warded. Yeah, no, I mean, yeah, it's a 2/3. Angry mob. Yeah, angry mob. I'm not going to talk about it. Oh, there was Trial of the Witch. I haven't even, or Trial by Fire. I hadn't even been able to talk about that. Yeah, so this one is the other than Trial by Water. So Trial by Fire, deal 3 damage to target nearby minion. Yes. So there, a lot of the boxes only have 6 foils. That is less than usual. There are a lot of theories about that because of those God foil packs, the 2 foil packs. Some folks think that maybe that messed up the boxes getting distributed. So that's kind of the theory that's out there at the moment. I don't know if it's true or not. I just know that's what some people are thinking. Exhume, unburrow everything at target land site and summon 2 skeleton tokens there. So just like Dredge, yeah, I like that. I like that. Clay Golem, this guy's interesting. So 4 mana for a 3 power, Deathrite, play your top site to an adjacent void or rubble. Now here's the thing. There's the card called Fiend Death that triggers the Deathrite and lets you draw a card. So I just, combining it with this guy, I don't know. I just have a feeling. Talked about Witching Hour. Faith Incarnate has +2 power for each ward in the realm. I don't see this card seeing play at all. I don't. There's just, it's not, no. I don't see it happening. Okay. Yeah, 0 foil uniques are very common. I've had... Sorry, guys. I've talked to several people. They're seeing about 1 per case, but then I've heard about cases that had 5. So I think we're back into the clumping days again, unfortunately. 4 fat frogs, 4 for 4 frog tokens. I feel like this is a little overcosted. I was going to do 2 boxes tonight. As long as this one's taken though, but I probably won't talk as much in the second box. We'll be cutting, so. Underneath here are a bunch of tiny people worshiping the frogs. So this card is absolutely hilarious in foil. Yeah, the ghost in the window is for the Gossamer one. Yeah, that was the, Lacuna Entity. I love this card. 5 mana, 4 power. Submerge, Voidwalk, Genesis, drag target weaker minion from an adjacent site to here, ignoring regions. So this is going to kill a 3 power minion without Submerge or without Voidwalk, depending upon where you drop this. Also, if you drop this into a body of water with the Lord of Unland, then he's 5 power, so you can drag a 4 power minion. I really like him. I really like him a lot. Oh, he's an elite. That's why I like him. He's an elite. Oh, we got another foil coming up. A lot of fire, a lot of red. With a lot of red. Cursed Iron. Hey! Man, this box has been great! We've gotten 2 foil elites and that foil unique. Wow! Artifacts here can't be dropped, and each one deals damage to its bearer at the end of the turn. We saw this as one of the previews. Oh, that's, okay. All right. I mean, that's 2 foil elites and a foil unique. I'm not complaining. Okay. 3/3 Submerge Voidwalk. Solid for limited. Eerie Coral. This artwork is very interesting to me. An entire case and only ended up with 4 foils. Now, I did just talk to someone who opened a box and all of their elites, not their uniques, but all of their elites were replaced with exceptionals, which was crazy. Here's our new swap art. Peacemaker. I'm not terribly fond of weapons, but you know, maybe this will see play. Who knows? People put it on something. Yeah, see, that's my worry. If that's true, and I'm not saying that I doubt you, right? I'm not saying that at all. I'm just saying, you know, people put stuff up on Facebook, and you got to verify it. But if they got a whole case and only got 4 foils in total, there is a serious, serious problem. And I've got to think it's tied to those God packs and to those 2 foil packs. I could be wrong, but that's what. Oh yeah, meat hook. There it is. Make any unit a pudge for 4 mana. So kind of expensive. Starting out buying beta. You know, beta's good. There's a lot of really good base cards. So I will say it's probably cheaper to just go out and buy a play set of the exceptionals and the ordinaries and just go from there, especially with Gothic out right now, right? It really depends how much you have in terms of funds. But I'd be buying Gothic. It's exciting. We don't really get to experience a set release except once a year. So, you know, that's the thing. It's very exciting right now to open the new stuff. Oh my God. Yeah, you know, because Fire needed something better. Of course, we give them Betrayal, which is Infiltrate, but it's just better. Because sure, why not? Yeah, Josh is complaining. I know. Quit being an old man, Josh. We're not yelling at clouds today. Oh, well, if you're going to drop $1,000, yeah. I mean, you're going to drop $1,000. Yeah, buy like 2 boxes of beta. You know, just to have that opening experience. Yeah. Oh, yeah, I know we got Dragon Lord, but I don't like to bring Dragon Lord up. We all know what that does to people. I don't want to ban Fire. It's not that bad. I like this guy. Look, I know he's not good, but the thing that I find most interesting about Gothic so far is that they took these fairy tale characters. We've got fantasy, we've got occult, we've got religious, we've got these historical figures that are actually in this set. And it's so neat that they've just kind of blended them all together. So yeah, so very cool. Cool little unique there. Oh my goodness. I've got to speed up. I don't have the speed of those box cracker guys, you know? I'm just here trying to talk about cards. Yeah. The Dragon Lord thing upset a lot of folks. You know, whatever they decide to do with those, okay. Whatever they decide to do with any small sets in the future, if they do more, I hope they handle it differently. This card's dumb. Target adjacent site is silenced and provides no threshold while this thing's in the realm. I think that card's good. This is one of the curios. The curio does not have the pentagram. So if you're looking for them. Sorry I'm coughing, guys. I just got the cough all of a sudden. Ooh! Okay. This avatar is going to probably see more play than any other from the get-go. And, you know, I mean, when an ally strikes an enemy avatar, draw a spell, or they pay 3 life. I think this card's going to see a ton of play. The only other avatar that I think is going to see more play than Interrogator is probably the Necromancer. Okay, I'm going to have to go get water, guys. All right. Let's knock this out. Finish this box out. And I'm going to go grab some water real fast because apparently I am not prepared for this because I didn't think I was going to be talking this much. Divine Lance. Deal 1 damage to each minion at target site. You may break any number of allied wards to increase the damage by 1 for each. Probably not going to see much play. Yeah, that's the one that can have a curio. Talked about that one. Bitten. So I'm pretty sure that's Jeff Mingus. So Drew is a good friend of Jeff's, and that is the artist. I'm pretty sure that's supposed to be Jeff Mingus. Kind of funny. I think that's who that's supposed to be. We do not know the rarity for the avatars, unfortunately. We don't know which ones are unique or which are elite, and they don't even show it on Curiosa.io. Trade encampment. You may trade an artifact in your hand with one of equal rarity from your collection. Interesting. I don't know how much play it'll see. Hand of Glory. Another foil. Brian Smith doing his thing. Very cool. Gosh, we're 75 minutes in and I'm not even through a box. We'll come back to these other cards. Stagecoach. I gotta look at the frog, because apparently one of the frogs is, oh, this guy's good, by the way. Instigator Imp. Genesis may make 2 enemy minions that target nearby location fight each other. Really good for limited play. Yep. I like this. I think this site's cool. Thin Ice. At the end of your turn, if minion is top this site's 5 or more power, submerge them. I think that's very fun. Pile of Skulls. Once on your turn, you may banish a card from a cemetery to summon a skeleton token here. Like that. There's our last card, an elite. The big old spider. Anything crazy? Shouldn't be. I mean, we opened the foil ether core. All right, guys, I'm gonna be right back. Okay, I'm gonna mute. I'm gonna be right back. All right, guys, apologies for that. But I got some water now, so we are good to go. Okay. Are we cracking another one? Am I going to do it? I should, right? That's what we came here to do. Even though I'm talking about all these cards. Taking a long time. Let me get these foils sleeved up real fast. I don't want them to get scratched. Look at that box. Now look at this, though. 6 foil box. But look at that. We got the Ether Core, Cursed Iron, and Elite. This thing, which I can't even pronounce because that looks Swedish. Elite. Exceptional, Ordinary. I mean, holy smokes. Yeah, I only got 6 foils, and that sucks because I'm used to 8 in a box of this size. But, I mean, if they're that high quality, are you going to complain? You know. And even our uniques weren't like, oh no, wait, there was a 7th foil. There was a 7th foil. Hot Wheel. Another exceptional. And then I got a whole bunch of angels. Like, look at that. All the good stuff. Like good, like not evil things, I think. That's interesting. Okay. Box 2, guys. We're going to do it. We're at, 80 minutes, but why not? Favorite card from Gothic so far? I love the Gloam Toads. I love those Gloam Toads. I think they're cool. I think they're fun. Looking forward to using them. So right now I'm really liking those. because they do what I like them to do. So, my thoughts on Animator. Oh, the Animus or whatever her name is. So my problem with that card is that you don't get the spell's effect, right? So all your magic is basically base minions, which is okay to have that flexibility. I could definitely see someone building something around that, but I don't know if it's gonna, end up being a thing, right? So that's kind of the question at this point for me, is if that's going to work out, because you're basically, let's say you run a spell or a spell book that's all magic. Is that okay to have just a bunch of generic minions in a deck? Is that okay? I don't know. It's kind of an interesting thing to think about. Everyone's saying it's going to be, Andrew, it's going to be keyed to the city and this other core. I think that there's a lot of good elites too, but one of Sorcery's kind of issues is that there are so many elites, people just don't tend to have a lot of value most of the time. I think there are a lot of elites in this set that are actually going to see a ton of play. So, all right, Gravedigger, here we go. Genesis, burrow, target adjacent undead, 2 for a 2. It's kind of a meh. This card, we need to talk about it. 3 mana, trigger an allied minion's death right, it gains stealth. Draw a card. Are you serious? So anything with a death right, I can pay to trigger it for 3. It then gains stealth, and oh, by the way, this card replaces itself. This is amazing. This card is just, because of the death rights we have, I really think this is going to see some serious play. All right, what's our first one? Arjaro, Exorcist, 2 for a 2, spellcaster, banish target adjacent demon, spirit, or aura. Yeah, interesting because it can get an aura. It's kind of neat. Don't know though. It's not like huge. Hybrids. So people are thinking the gifts, huh? The gifts may all be curios. Ooh! Which original sketch you got coming? Rowdy Boys. Solid. Weird coral. The Flood. Actually, is this the one? Permanently flood the entire realm, including voids. Submerge everything except 1 minion of each type. I like the other one. I think it's called the Sea. I don't know about this one, but it is our first unique, so it will go over here in this pile. Exhume. Exceptional. So that got a unique and a foil in this pack. Oh, I thought there was a second foil. Yeah, okay. See the back. I didn't flip it. Yeah. Okay. So the problem with Magician is that he can't use any spell that draws from the Atlas. They don't function for him. And I think Mana Screw is going to be a problem. I really do. So maybe, I could be wrong. Someone could actually make it work. But we'll see. Accusation, target opponent reveals their hand and banishes a card. So this is kind of a 1-for-1. I mean, if they have the evil out there and you get to choose, it may be worth it. Just so everyone knows, this card has this same misspelling. Every single copy. It is not a curio, okay? Every copy has the misspelling, just so you all know. Ah, yes. I think this card is silly. 5 for a 5. Projectiles fly over this and other adjacent allies. I guess that could protect your avatar. Maybe it's not that silly. That's kind of all right. Maybe that's not too bad. I don't know. Hey, how you doing, Timbo? All right. Okay, what do we got here? Zombie Bruiser, Gnarled Wendigo. There we go. Again, this is one of those sites. You see this in limited, you know, this will be good. You'll be able to get that free card. Cherubim, 6 for a 4, Airborne Ward, shoot a projectile that deals 4 damage. If you had something that could untap this, maybe I could see it. Yep, Pudge Protection, it's a good point. No! You got a God Pack? After that box with the exceptionals? That's amazing. That's awesome. Oh, we got our second foil. Bind Evil. That's awesome. Oh, what was the split on it? Like, was it, because I've heard the God Packs, like some of them have unique foils and some of them don't. Oh, 2 foil uniques? See, I've heard some people get like, it's like, what was it? 8 ordinaries, 5 exceptionals. Is that, or no, 4 exceptionals and then 3 elites. So yeah, wow, 2 foil uniques and 2 elites in a pack. I'm so excited. Oh, we got another foil. Why are all my foils coming out of this? Okay, I guess we're going to know that I'm going to have to shuffle stuff. Kisser of Wounds. Ward a wounded minion nearby or you heal 2. Simulator Snail. You know, as nice as this piece of art is, this card's just, no. I don't think it's going to go anywhere. Ice Shards. What's our foil here? Oh, that Static Servant guy. Okay. Well, we've hit 3 foils already. That's a cool piece of art. But yeah, 3 foils already is pretty, well, I can't complain, right? Say, Josh, do not complain tonight. Oh, hey, yeah. Yeah, Timbo. You missed it. You missed it. Oop, oop, look what Josh did. Look what Josh did. Yeah, man, I flipped out. The people that were here, they know. Oh, here we go. Dark Alley, the first minion enters here, gain stealth. I think that's pretty solid for limited. Mortal Soil, 5 mana. Whenever an affected site takes damage, banish a minion from your cemetery to prevent it if you can't dispel this. That's intriguing. 5 is a lot, though. 5 is a lot. There's those beautiful monks. Nothing there. Oh, yeah. Yeah, of course. No way, the non-foil's 170? I should put it up for 1,000. Just be stupid. This card's way too good. This card is abusive good. I talked about this card too, because the Genesis banish up to 3 cards from cemeteries. Cemeteries, i.e. you can pick both. If any are demons, he gains +2 power permanently. So, yeah, so good. 3 for a 3, Burrowing Voidwalk, solid for limited. Gravedigger. Hey! Blade Dancer! There's one on Discord for 1,000 right now. I mean, that's a case, right? Like, this almost feels like, so I pulled a foil alpha Philosopher's Stone, and it's almost like, you just hold on to it, but it's $1,000. This set's going to be out a year. If I really want one, it'll probably go down. Blade Dancer. After her first attach each turn, Blade Dancer may take a step. When she does, she may attack a unit there. So the problem with her is this. You're going to have a lot of artifacts on her, and in the world of artifact hate that we're entering with mimics and swaps, I don't know. I don't know that she's going to really pull through. Nothing crazy there. I know I probably won't hit a curio, but sail before wave 3. Yeah. Yep, isn't that the thing? Oh, Consecrate. Life Wish. There's our next. So no matter what you say about if these cards, Elvira did all the wishes, the whole cycle. I mean, even if the wishes themselves, some of them are wonky or aren't good, the art on every one of them is absolutely stunning. Absolutely stunning. Nothing there. Yeah. I mean, that's the thing, right? Like, the Alpha Stone is such a special thing for me. And my first 3 boxes of Alpha, I didn't get a unique foil, so I was pretty salty. And that 4th box of Alpha was awful. Absolutely awful. But I got the Stone. And that was the whole box, basically. Winter Nymph, love it. Hand of Glory. Oh no! The Hemo Golem. So, if you're not really careful and you're not focused on the title of this card, a lot of people are like, does that say Homo Golem? It's like, whoa, Hemo Golem. Interesting card. Probably going to be see it a lot of play, but you know. He does look friendly and scary at the same time. Is that, he's like a friendly, scary guy? Like, you're like, oh, I could cuddle that. And then you're like, well, I don't know, those eyes. Oh, you don't like the Chaos Wish? I love the Chaos Wish. I think it's hilarious. Yeah, and I will say, a lot of people in this chat, Bruce. There you go, Bruce. Yeah, I think I've got some good pools. But no, I actually really like the Chaos Wish. A lot of people thought it would tick me off. But I'm actually pretty happy with Chaos Wish. I think it's funny. I think it's sorcery. It doesn't, it's not a burden on the judges. You just go hit that button and it's done. Either player has the right to end it. You know, you just say, I don't want to cast it. So I think it's fine. You know, it's wonky. It's very sorcery. But it's not like Kairos, that's a giant pain. It's not like Chaos Twister, that, you know, from a judging perspective is a pain. So I actually like Chaos Wish. I think it's a funny card. It's not going to see play. Oh, foil dated. Oh, wow. Yeah, foil dated Judgment would be nice. Onslaught here. This turn, allies gain +1 power charge and can't be immobilized, silenced, or disabled. That's interesting. This guy. Yeah, that just a no. At the end of your turn, untap him. 6 for a 4 airborne ward. Nah. Pretty meh. Okay. Yeah, I can agree with that. The fact that it requires the app and the website, I do understand that complaint. And that is a very fair, you know, if you don't like that, I totally get it. But compared to Kairos and Chaos Twister, for me, I'll take something with that button all day long. Searing Truth. No, there's a double. Bullwhip. What we got here? Core Crematory. If a card would be placed in a cemetery, banish it instead. Okay. This card's awfully green for a fire card. Was that a unique? It is a unique. That's a unique? That's a unique. It's our third unique. Okay. Yeah, no, that art. The art's amazing. All right. Haystack, Necropotence, Harbinger. Oh! Okay. This card. First off, this art is amazing. Michael knocked this completely out of the park, in my opinion. 3 mana to disable a site. You're just holding on to that, just waiting for their killer site, and you're just like, no, not anymore. I love this card. I don't know if it's going to see a lot of play. It's one of those things. But, like, here's the thing, right? This is an artifact. So, you just, of course, it can be moved. Oh, it's not a monument. Yeah, so someone can move it around. That's going to be the problem. Yeah, that's going to be the problem. Is that it can get moved around. All right, well, maybe that won't be as exciting as I thought it would be, but I really liked the idea of that card. Yeah, there you go, boom. With what, detonate? Yeah. All right, what do we got here? Scatter, failed mutation. Oh, there we go. So this card's fun. Mismanaged mortuary. Flooded, treat your opponent's cemetery as yours and vice versa. I think this is hilarious. So this is flooded, so it actually does have a water threshold, even though it doesn't have it on the card, but flooded gives you a water threshold. So, you know, it's funny. Freaking detonate. Oh, silly. Did I? No, I'm okay. I'm all right. Yeah, there's so many cool cards that are bad. Like, they're just filled with it. Invigorate. Ooh, the false idol. So, yeah. Whenever a nearby minion taps, its opponent draws a spell. Again, this is a relic, so it's going to get moved around. Yeah, I know it wouldn't work for overflow, but still, I just think it's a fun card, you know. So whenever a nearby minion taps, its opponent draws a spell. It can move, but again, because they just made the rule change that artifacts carried by stealth minions can't be targeted, I think it makes this and Blightstone more viable. So, hey, thank you. Yeah, you have a great night. That's just a huge change to allow stealth minions artifacts that they're carrying to not be targeted. I mean, I really think that's a major change. It opens up a lot more play space. Order of the Pale Worm, Cursed Iron. Well, we drew that out in foil, so, you know, talked about that. Oh, we got another next foil. Elite, ooh, okay. Legion of Gaul, 5 for 5. Well, okay. Airborne. Look at a collection and ban it. What? Okay. They just kill 3 cards in your collection? Wow. Wow. All right. I guess. Art's kind of fun. Oh, what else we got here? What else? There we go. Yeah, I don't... Gosh, 5 for a 5 with Airborne. I mean, that's solid all around. And then to get rid of people's collections, that may actually have some Yeah, do we get another? Did I see another foil there? No, probably not. Book burners. All right, here we go. Elite mortals. 3 for 3. Once on your turn, book burners may banish a document from the realm or a magic from a cemetery. Okay, so it's anti-Archie. A document from the realm? This guy's anti-land deed? I mean, right? He's anti-land deed. Oh, that's kind of funny. Anti-land. Oh, what do we got? Oh, you gotta be kidding me. You gotta be kidding me. Oh, now look, I know this card's probably not gonna see a ton of play. Oh. God damn. Absolutely gorgeous. Yeah, there's the manuscript, that's another one. But there's not a whole lot. Very cool. Very cool. Okay. Moving on. All right, witching hour, bitten. Poor Jeff. Hey, animist. Okay. So there we go. This is the one that turns magics into spirits with power equal to their cost. Again, they're text box blanks. So, oh, really, Bruce? You think Dormant Monstrosity is going to be it? I'm good to hear that because I love this. So yeah. So I don't know. She'll be interesting to see what happens with her. Nothing else in there. Could be blown past. That is my big piece of advice right now. Do not get rid of your bulk. Don't give it away. Hold on to it. Let's get all the curios identified. Oh, yeah. I think this card's funny. Once on your turn, this may swap position with an empty site in your back row. Oh, that's a unique too. Ugh, boo. All right, that's okay. Oh, hey, David, how you doing, buddy? All right. Okay, what do we got here? Pilgrim Shrine ward. When a minion leaves, transfer the ward to it. Yeah, not gonna do anything there. My sound's off. It is? Can you guys hear me? Did I lose you guys? Oh, okay. All right. You're confusing me, David. Saying my sound is off. Okay. Oh, wait, it is? Okay, now. All right, so some people are saying they hear me and some say they can't. I don't know what's going on. All right, we're gonna say it's fine. You guys are so mean to me. Don't be mean to me. You guys playing with Josh? It's too late. Oh. Oh, you're killing me, buddy. I don't know if you saw it, David, but there it is. Just, doing things. Although I gotta say, I'm kind of jealous of your Archangel that you said you pulled. So, what do we got here? This thing's weird because we needed something that could stretch itself again. Yeah, not gonna see a lot of play. Sadly, we do not know which avatars are uniques, and On Curiosa, they're not even identifying them. So we really don't have much of an idea. It's going to take a lot of boxes being opened to figure it out. Master Necromancer, 5 for a 2, and you get a bunch of skeleton tokens. Yeah, you know. Okay. Okay, what do we got? Swap, Avenging Angel, Mega Lurker. So 7 for a 6, Burrowing. If an ally died last turn, Mega Lurker may drag the killer from an adjacent site to here. Huh. From an adjacent site. But it says site. So that should be able to cross regions? That should be able to cross regions, I think. So, okay. Yeah, the Archangel's in foil. Oh yeah, Doug Kovacs. The stuff he did for this set is just absolutely astounding. Do we know that for a fact, Noble? That those are definitely... Because I thought there was... Like, the Magician and Duplicator definitely felt like it, but I felt like there were some arguments about Realm Eater and Imposter. Actually, you know, with the Codex update, I'm not sure that there are any. The facts are actually... Hey, thank you, Stop. We hope that it's going well. Yeah, we got the Sphinx. So in terms of the judge rulings, the rack is going to be a problem. Ira even said the rack is going to be a problem. Because, you know, we're going to end up with some avatars that are like shaped like an L or a T. And then how they move and how they interact. I'm also concerned about the Void itself, the card The Void. Because of the mandatory action for an avatar that if they're in the Void, they have to play a site under them. If your avatar is on the site The Void, how do they play that site? That one's a bit of a question for me, and I didn't see a fact for that. So, okay. Well, Noble, I mean, that sounds pretty good. So, no, I'll post it. I will post it, you know, so that you guys can watch it all if you want to watch me shouting and hooting again. Oh, Ferryman's Key, those 4 fat frogs. Oh, this guy. Yeah, I want that guy to be better, but I just don't think he's going to be. So, all right. So again, we're at 4 foils? 5 foils. 5 foils. Last box had, oh, there's a foil in here. I just saw it. Intrepid Hero, we talked about that. Oh. Okay, this foil, like, because you don't know, right? Like, I know a lot of art. Oh, Iron Maiden. Well, the Philosopher's Stone of this set is going to be the Ether Core, but a lot of people also like Key to the City as, like, the card. But, like, this is clearly meant to be the Philosopher's Stone of the set. That's an interesting thing about Sorcery. There's like these cards that people are like, this is the card. And then those cards don't actually end up seeing play. So it's kind of funny. Yeah, I know. The fat frogs. It's hilarious. All right. Whenever a nearby avatar draws a card, they lose life equal to the number of cards they've drawn this turn. All right. Again, kind of interesting with the change to stealth. Yeah, I pulled an Foil Phantom. Yeah. It was pretty wild. All right. What's this going to be? Oh, the townsfolk. I was hoping for something bigger. But this is, I like Quentin Hoover. So, you know, that looks really nice. Yeah. That's very pretty. Very pretty. That's probably... So that's the weird thing about the Void, right? Because the Void doesn't have surface or subsurface, but that's a site. So I don't understand why... Oh, there's another foil. I don't understand why there's not a FAQ on that. So I'm still a little up in the air on that one. Cranky Overseer. Once on your turn, they may deal 1 damage to target adjacent ordinary minion to untap it. Eh. What do we got? Oh, okay. All right, so that's an exceptional. That's definitely got to be our last foil because that's 8. So, but we did get, we get the big bad. So, I've just opened the 1 box. This is the 2nd box. So, haven't opened a ton. I'm only going to open 2 tonight. I do try to pace myself a little bit. Oh, I love this one. Love this one. The Bureau of the Occult. I think this one's hilarious. Got to pay 2 to access your collection or cemetery. I like that card. A God Pack. Yeah, I'd love to get a God Pack, but I don't know that I'm going to be that lucky. I already hit the Ether Core, so I'm kind of there. Thumb screws. Oh, I like this card too. So just like the Toads, I like this guy. At the end of your turn, deal 1 damage to the site, and you heal 1. Because he has Burrowing and Submerge, I think it could be fun. So, yeah. I can't remember what... I thought the Void didn't have any threshold on it, but I'm not certain. Not certain. Well, we're at 8 for this box, so I can't imagine there's going to be... Honestly, the uniques in this box are feeling kind of weak overall, so... Bladder Blimp, the Mimic, I'm telling you, love them. Oh, another Hemo thing. Hemo Goblin. Hemo Goblin, 2 for 2. Genesis and Deathrite set players maximum life to their current life. Well, that's fun. Just going through these to make sure that there's no obvious curios. Yeah, see, I think with the God Pack, you'd really be pushing it. Oh, yeah. So I'm annoyed by this card. I'm annoyed by this card a lot. Because this is literally Dapper Roll Vampire. It's the exact same card, except it's 1 mana more. So I don't understand why they're like, oh, by the way, now you can have 5 copies of that card in your deck because you can run 2 of those and 3 Dappers. And I'm like, okay, all right, fine. Okay, where are we at? Oh, Duplicator. So this is a unique, right? This is a unique, we think. So this is the guy where your whole deck has to be pairs of uniques, as does your Atlas. You only get to draw 2 cards from your Atlas and 2 from your spellbook at the start of the game. So, oh yeah, Dapper is 5. Yeah. So yeah, so there's another unique. There we go. More than likely a unique. We think it's a unique. Yeah, it's the extra threshold. That's what it is, Bruce. Shackled Demon. Pretty meh. Oh, what are we doing over here? Stuff's running away. All right. Oh, the big bump. Big bump. That's fun. Yeah, sell those cards. Ooh. Oh, I think this card's interesting. I don't think it's good. Once on your turn, you may push a minion on connected rivers 1 step. So I do like the art. I think it's very nice, but it's an interesting card. I doubt it sees much play, but I think it's an interesting card, just what it is. So, Okay. We've got what, 3 packs left here. Yeah, it says this site is also a void. See, I think that needs a FAQ of some kind. I'm not certain on it. Oh my gosh! Oh my gosh! I mean, it's not foil, but yeah. Now this box feels okay. This box, I mean, overall, like just in terms of what I think the power level of these cards are, there you go. This is probably the chase card of the set. Yeah, very nice. Very nice. Very nice. Very happy with that. 2 packs left. Oh, I've got more boxes sitting next to me, and man, I gotta tell you, it's tempting. There are 56 of you in here? What are we doing, guys? Oh my gosh, another unique. Thing in the Ice. David is gonna love this card. Mr. Archives of the Realm. He's gonna love it. He's gonna play that Silence deck, and this guy's gonna be in it. Okay. Last pack. Last pack. You got one more box? One more box. Do we want me to do a third box? Are you guys really wanting to hang around for a third box of me just rambling and yammering on? Yeah, last pack Curio. We hope, but I doubt it. Oh, where am I at? I'm a little messy. Paladins. Yeah, Spellcaster Ward 4/4/4. Yeah. Anything in the back here? Any curios peeking out, jumping out at me? No, no curios. So that's it. Third box, huh? I mean, there are 53 of you in here. All right. See you, Bruce. All right, guys. I'll do it. I'll do one more box. I wasn't planning on it. I wasn't going to do it. I will do a third box. Let me get a third box. Oh, box number 3. Come to me. Yeah, Bruce bailed on me. That's okay. That's okay. Our community is well behaved. I'm not going to have any problems, Noble. I know that. All right. This is the last box, guys. Last box. I have a giant mess. Just go away. Go away, packs. We're doing a third box to finish the night. All right. Here it goes. Here it comes. A third box. I have a weird habit you guys don't know about. Every box I open, I take pictures of the uniques and the foils, and I keep them in a permanent repository. So like every box I've ever opened, I have a permanent repository of the foils and uniques in every box so that I know what I pulled. So I've got to be real careful. I don't want to get anything mixed up. I want to make sure that everything is separate so I can actually take those pictures. I would love to come up, but my next weekend is booked with family stuff. I had to trade. I had to trade this weekend for that weekend, basically. I would love to come up. I am looking at the Cincinnati event that's coming up. So I may be at that. So let's see here. Let me get these sleeved up real fast, guys. I don't want the foils to scratch. Just a minute. Okay. No, this second box was great too. Man. Key to the City. Bunch of foils, including that big fatty guy that I wanted. Let's see what we got here. So, foils from the last box. We got, there's an ordinary, exceptional, 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 ordinary, and 2 elites. That seems real good to me. And then we've got 5, 7 uniques, including Key to the City and Duplicator. Yeah, I like that box. That box felt good. I just got piles of messes. Josh, stop being bad. All right, last box of the night. Here we go. This is for you guys. Cut quality and saturation feeling really good. Feels a lot like Wave 3, and we know Wave 3 beta, they worked out a lot of problems. I am looking at all the foils. I'm not seeing a lot of scratching, a lot of anything like that. So I think that's really, really good. That we're finally getting to the point where we're not opening cards that are just absolutely trashed. Starting off with a Lord of Fear. So I got a play set of those now. All right. Now, the one problem with a big set like this, I like to put together a binder set just to look at for display, and then I need a play set. So it gets very expensive, and now that we have Duplicator running around, if I ever want to try to do that, it's going to be even worse. Fiend Death, guys, I'm telling you. Telling you. Oh, look, we got our first. I don't think I've gotten any cities yet. I think that's my first cities. Yeah, so this is the Earth one. Focus. Yeah, can redirect damage dealt to this site. Yeah, to any unit. So kind of an interesting card. Anything back here? Nothing back there. All right, where are we at? I didn't get to talk about this card. I like this card. I think this card is fun. An allied water site overflows in the cardinal direction, flooding sites there this turn and carrying away enemies one step at a time. This does cross void. They have clarified in the fact, which I think is really neat, but stuff can't be pushed into the void. But I still think it's neat that it can move it. So if you push, your site on your side, if you're site 3, you're like right here on the grid, and then you use that site and it can flood all the way out. I think that's pretty neat. So Fields of Fixus. Oh, there's our first Necromancer. Gosh, there are so many cards. Oh, we've already seen the Shrine. So many cards in this set. Like I'm seeing exceptionals we haven't even seen in 2 boxes. It's just wild. Oh, Liz has a ton in the next set? Well, that'll be interesting. I wonder what... Oh, you know what? So Liz did City of Plenty, and when I looked at that card, it felt very Hellenic to me. Which makes me wonder if the next set is going to have some type of a Greek Roman theme. So, yeah. And Antiquities would make sense, right? With a Greek and Roman theme. The crawlers again. Okay, so starting to get duplication in the elites, which is interesting at 3 boxes, given how big the set is. That's okay, though. I mean, elites you need 2 of, so that's fine. Curiosities. That sounds exactly like something Eric would do. And I do think that the Hellenic type of a theme would actually fit really well with something like that. Paladins again. Yeah, we're definitely... so someone was talking to me earlier and said they feel like the elites may be track printed again, so they're going to be kind of trackable. That would be very unfortunate if that's what's happening. Yeah, Helen of Troy. Yeah, there's all sorts of stuff they could do. False idol. Yeah, look at that. See, we're in a box that feels like it's almost exactly the same as one of the ones we've just opened. That's interesting. Cursed Iron. Yep, just opened that. Very intriguing. Have we seen any more curios, Noble? Someone said that Gift of the Frog is now officially a curio. No, the foils aren't the problem. It's the elites specifically, not the uniques. It's the elites seem to be kind of really track printed, so they're kind of, oh my God. Oh my God. Oh my God. It's a good night. It is a good night for Josh. Gothic is like, you know what, Josh? We know Arthurian Legends hated you. We know what Arthurian Legends did to you. So we're going to be kind to you tonight. That's what's happening. Gothic has decided, Josh, we know what Arthurian Legends did to you. The punishment that you suffered. And we are going to fix that. Yeah. Yeah, not complaining about clumping. Yeah. Oh, there's the... So there, yeah, so this is feeling very much like the last box. Almost, and I think, man, I wish I knew if the box that would have been sitting on top of this box, I wonder if it was the same one, right? And I don't know. I'm not sure which one was on top of this box I just pulled out. Book burners. Oh, I blew past a foil almost. Dark Alley. Very cool. Very cool. All right. Yeah, no, this box feels very, very much the same. Yeah. Assimilator Snail. Yep. Yeah. I think they really figured out the rotoscoping too. Like, I think Gothic represents, all the work of trying to get the quality right. And finally with Beta Wave 3, they were like, oh, we've almost perfected it. And I'm starting to feel like, yeah, they finally got it down. Man. Yep. Boy, that track printing. Whew. Yeah, that's really feeling feeling it. Oh. Okay. Thing in the eye. Okay. Okay, now come on. Like, though the Key to the City and the Thing in the Ice were almost right next to each other. Now, those weren't right next to each other, but they were pretty dang close. Huh. Wow. Yeah, they should with 3 years. Oh, look, we finally got the goat. Now, this card is different. We didn't get a goat. It cracks me up that they made this a unique. It's like a ward glow, a realm-wide glow, or ward. Oh. All right. Okay, that's why I was thinking the frog was, okay, it was 7. The frog has a bow on it, right? It's like got a bow on its head. Yep, that amoeba was in that box too. Or maybe that was in the first box. I don't know. Ooh. Ooh. Foil Elite, Alabaster Box. Whenever a minion dies nearby, you heal one. For 4 mana, yeah, probably a no. Yeah, no, definitely beautiful, but oh, let's flip it over. I didn't flip it over. Bad Josh. Bad Josh. Look at that. Yeah. Yeah. Oh, yeah. Yeah. You know, I thought this card was exceptional. So I'm actually kind of glad it's Elite, because this card is terrifying. The first attack out of that side every turn cannot be defended. It's like, oh, okay. Let's just, yeah. Oh yeah, yeah. That's why I love Boss Troll. Boss Troll really made me fall in love with the way they do foils and the hidden Easter eggs that they put there. So Mega Lurker, I think he was, man, we are gonna have to look. We're gonna have to look at that last box and just go through freeze and see. I do think it's funny that his hands are still on the hilt. All right. Zombie Bruiser, swap. There's that Legion. Yeah, that guy feels real good. I gotta think he's gonna be showing up all the dang time. Yeah, this troll, right? This one has to have a curio. I mean, it's got to. The trolls have curios. Unless Eric is going to troll us and not have a troll curio. So yeah, so this is the card that Cardboard Guide revealed. Genesis, you're on death's door until your next turn. Summon a dead minion here. Too risky, right? Probably too risky. Too much direct damage in this game. Too much to risk that, I would think. Yeah, that's a foil. Well, that's weird, like it didn't catch. I was like, wait, that's a foil. So, foil Molten Mar. Absolutely gorgeous. I love this little Gandalf. Gandalf! There's Gandalf! You're supposed to fly with the eagles. What are we doing here? Why are we in Moria? All right. Sawbones. Yeah, if nearby allied minion survives damage, fully heal it. With only two power, probably won't make it too long, so. Yeah, the wizard is going to be very late. I really wonder what, Eric did say in his interview that the curios this time are not going to be, so, it's not going to be like Arthurian Legends where we just had this silly squires and, Eric said that it's going to be noticeable. So, Stitched Abomination. Yeah, this really does feel like that last box. Oh! Holy moly. Holy moly. No. 3 boxes and I've got 2 foil uniques. Wow. 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 Vasily. Knocking it out of the park. Knocking it out of the park. Oh. You opened a master and only got 2 foil uniques? Well, guys, Here's the thing. We all saw what I went through with the Thurian Legends. You all witnessed it. You can all go re-witness it. Kindness has happened finally. Oh. All right, Necronomicon Sakara. Yeah, this funny thing with the... Oh, I mean, even with this, what seems to be the track printing issue that we're seeing in the elites, at least it doesn't seem to be affecting the uniques all that well. Although I guess it affected too. So I think we'll need to finish out this box, and then we'll see. Oh, hey, look at this. So I don't know why they gave this to fire. Opponent loses 1, 3, or 7 life respectively if they modify, move, or destroy a nearby allied site. It's like, oh, you're going to give that to fire, huh? Like, you're going to give that to fire? Really? I don't know. Well, I mean, Bruce, this whole box seems to be the exact same elites, and I think maybe the box that I just opened before this one was literally sitting on top of this box. So, yeah. Oh, yeah, full unique Army of the Dead. That's totally cool. I think that card's pretty neat. Yeah, I know the theme's on par, but give something to somebody else. I think this card is weird, and yeah, this probably isn't going to see any play, so. I don't know. Doesn't water feel more vindictive, right? Like, when I think of like, I don't know. When I think of water, I don't know. It feels like it's more vindictive. Like fire just destroys you, but water, it'll do it sneakily. Just the tide comes in slowly. I don't know. Now I'm just off. Oh, right. There we go. Like this card. I don't know who mentioned that this could be the Hellboy thing, but it does feel like maybe a Hellboy reference, so. Nothing there. We all on the last row, just so everyone knows. 2 Keys to the City, 2 foil uniques, one of which was either Core and the other was Archangel Gabriel. Those are probably... Oh, now look. Okay, so last box, this is the 3rd unique that's now matched. Huh. So now I am starting to wonder what's going on. Yeah, that's weird. I'm gonna go through the elites real fast at the end, just to go through them because I don't like it. Alabaster box, we got that in foil. 10-ton slug, very fun. Yeah, no, we're gonna compare. We're gonna take a look. Once I want to get the whole box done, and then I'll compare we had him in that. I think he was in that box too. That's so weird. We kind of have a vague idea about the avatars that are unique, but we're not 100% certain. And of course, Eric's Curiosa is not telling us. I definitely think the magician is. I thought the duplicator was, but no, after opening these two, I'm like, well, maybe he's not. I thought, you know, and a lot of people think the imposter is and the realm eater. Hellstar is another unique. I think this card's interesting. 7 for a 7 that can't attack or defend. But just because he can't attack or defend doesn't mean he can't strike. So he can strike with other effects. And then he gets this cool thing where he blows up too. So... Oh, don't say that. Don't say that, Milo. I'm not wanting any of that shenanigans with the sirs in same card. Same card, different box. I was watching the Team Covenant stream before this, and the boxes they were opening, Zach kept saying, why are we opening the same boxes? Because Steven and Zach each had a box, and they just kept getting the same cards. Homecoming, love the art. Gotta check those frogs now. Look for them bows. That's why I really only thought there'd be 1 or 2 unique avatars. I didn't think there would be like 4. And I thought Magician would be it. Like, that just makes sense. Make Magician the unique avatar. Like it, but I'm pretty sure we got it in that last box. So we'll, oh, got a foil. Got a foil. Hey! This, I actually like this art quite a bit. Yeah, I like that. Very cool. Very cool. All right, 3 packs left, guys. Harbinger. Oh, wow, look at that. What is that? What? What? I mean, I guess if you're drafting, this would be or heck, if you're playing limited, like, okay, just have your pick. Okay, fine. Oh, and then, yeah, Dapper Real Vampire. Oh, my. I don't know if we're short anything or not. I've not been really keeping track. I've had too good of a night to really be like, oh, there we go. I'm pretty sure that was in that box too. All right. For all the money. Ah, which was also in that box, I'm pretty sure. We have to compare. We have to compare, right? We have to look. Okay, those are all clean. All right. I'm going to move some of these back here real fast just to get them out of the way. And then we are going to look. Whoop. All right. So, the uniques, we know there was a duplicator. We know there was a thing in the ice. We know there was a key to the city. So those 3 were duplicated in the last box. Right? So those 3 were duplicated in the last box. Okay. So there's that. Then, oh, hell's bells. Yeah, this goes to this grouping. All right, I don't know. Don't know how to do this. Look, yep, look. We got, so there's that. There's the vampire. Got the vampire. There's the Raging River. Got the Raging River. I'm pretty sure the very first card out of this box was, or maybe it wasn't. I think there was a copy of this in there. All right, let's see. So we know those match. Those match. Ormfester. Ormfester. Occult, occult, overseer, overseer. Hang on, there were more. Just trying to. It's hard to see them like the way I've got them kind of done out here. There was a stitched abomination. Oh, there. All right. Golem. Golem. All right, this is taking a little bit longer just because I can't. Stitched. Stitched. Mortuary. And there was a mortuary in here, right? Mortuary. Pretty sure there's a mega lurker. Yep, mega lurker. Mega lurker. Big snail man. Big snail man. Sphinx. Sphinx. Ah, there they are. Paladins. Paladins. I don't think those two were duplicated. This one was, though. Yep. There we go. The Animus wasn't. Book burning was. Book burning. Book burning. Curse of Iron. Curse of Iron. False idol. False idol. Blightstone wasn't. Oh, that's a... Oh, he is an elite. Thought he was a unique. Blade Dancer wasn't. Oh, I think that card was. Yep. Boom. Boom. Oh. Yep. There we go. There we go. Oh, these crawlers are duplicates. Okay. Okay. So there we go. So those boxes, which could have been stacked on top of each other, shared how many cards? 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8, 9, 10, 11, 12, 13, 14, 15, 16, 17, 18, 19, 20. 20 elites. Exactly the same in 2 boxes. Plus 3 uniques. So those boxes shared 23 cards. Exactly the same. That is crazy. And it's crazy because this set is huge, right? There's over 100 elites. And I just duped 20 of them in 2 boxes. Not to mention 3 uniques, and there's 100 of them. There's over 100 elites and over 100 uniques. I don't know the numbers exactly, but there's more than 100. That is nuts. Absolutely nuts. I'm totally, yeah. Yeah, that's a huge amount of overlap. Huh. I'm going to call it a night, but, I mean, Josh doesn't think he can complain. Right? Where's Gabrielle? Yeah. I'd say I had a pretty good night, guys. I'd say, yeah, I'd say I had a pretty good night. Yeah. Yeah, I'd say I'd had a pretty good night. That's it. So, all right. Thank you all for joining. I mean, we got up to 50 or so, and there's still 44 of you in here. It's been great. I hope you're all enjoying Gothic. If you don't have it yet, it's going to be great. It's coming. So enjoy it. As always, keep on contesting the realm!